to understand that this Spanish side had to cope with a big problem, which is the lack of David Villa's goals. When you go into a big tournament and you're missing 5 goals from someone like Villa, you need to find another way to be effective. Remember that in world football now, everyone is allowed to do whatever they want to stop this Spanish side, and that's the hardest thing in football. When you go into a game and you're expected to win, is very, very, very difficult to find the solutions. And this Spanish side, they've done that. Obviously, maybe Spain is expected to win by 2, 3, and 4 goals. I think the most fascinating thing about this Spanish side is not what they do attacking, because we all know they are the most attacking side in the world because they got 60, 70, 80% of possession in the games, but it's the way that they keep clean sheets and the way that they are so hard to score a goal. And that's why it's the most impressive side of this group, that they control games, that they make the right decisions, that they never get exposed. You got players like Silva and Iniesta that they love to come inside and be providers, but then you got Navas and Pedro that they are real out-and-out wingers, that they can stretch teams and they can use the pace and can get outside. And then in the middle, as you mentioned, you got the opportunity of having an out-and-out striker like Fernando Torres or Negredo or Llorente, that they're going to stretch the team and they're going to hold the ball. Or you got someone as clever tactically like Cesc Fabregas, that he starts in that fake striking position, but as Messi does in Barcelona, is very, very difficult to play against, and he makes the extra man in midfield. So all of a sudden the possession game of football that Spain needs to be successful is there. So I think this Spanish side has been fascinating in the manner that they cope with the lack of goals of Villa, and they only conceded 1 goal against Italy, and since then they've been as strong as any team in the tournament. So I think it's very cheap to criticize a side that in football is a matter of opinions, but the results don't lie. And this Spanish side, they got the best stats in any of the teams in the tournament. We all saw the game against Italy earlier in the tournament. I thought Italy came up with a different approach that they changed it to a back 3, and that gave them a lot of success. And it's fair to say that it's the only team that they scored against Spain in this tournament from open play. And the Italians got a very, very interesting mixture of the experience of players like Pirlo, De Rossi, Buffon, and then they got the legs and the energy of a nucleus of Juventus. So they are a competitive side. We all saw that Italy made things very difficult with their phenomenal tactical approach in the first game in the tournament, and I do think that there's going to be a final that is going to go down to the small details. I don't think it's going to be a big difference between the two sides.